All right. Lily, go ahead. Lily M. So you switch on your camera and introduce yourself. Go ahead. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Eunice. My name is Lillian Macharia. I'm joining in from Thika. I am a business consultant and coach. And currently I am selling online programs for entrepreneurs who would like to scale and grow their businesses. The one I'm selling right now is called Strategize to Profitize, 6 weeks where you get to develop a strategic plan. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting to become a guru in sales like Eunice. That is my great expectation, and I look forward to achieving it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lily. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Thika.
Oh, wow. Karibu sana, Nairobi.
Asante, Thika ni Nairobi.
The beauty of online that, we are all here. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
If you don't want to speak, it is okay. You can just type in the chat your name, where are you joining us from, what do you sell, and what are you expecting? Lily is expecting to be a sales guru, all right? It doesn't happen overnight, but yes, that's a good expectation. Anyone else, please raise your hand if you would like to speak. Aha, I see 2 hands. Susan, go ahead.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Susan.
I hope you can hear me. I'm Susan, and I'm in Nairobi, and I sell lubricants for your car, to do service for your car and your machines as well. And I also sell LPG gas in cylinders and in bulk. Those are above 500 kgs and above. And I also sell fuel, that is diesel, super, kerosene, commercially, and to private petrol stations. Yeah.
Where are you joining us from, and where can we get the gas?
So I'm joining you guys from Thika Road, along Garden City, and you can get the gas in Ruiru, that is opposite Kamakis, along Eastern Bypass. And also, if you live along Thika Road, you can order for delivery.
Awesome. That is Susan. Yes. Susan, I remember you. We met at the Sales Fest?
Yes, awesome. Yes, we did. Yeah, and I'm expecting to learn how to double my sales by end of this year.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Karibu sana, Susan. I had seen another hand. Who was this? Anyone else who would like to speak? This is your moment. It's your moment to sell. As I say, the only webinar where you're allowed to sell. Okay.
Hello.
Hi. This is who? This is okay.
This is Brenda.
Tell us. Oh, Brenda. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Brenda Mose. I work with insurance, that is Britam Insurance. My work is to protect your families, you and your families. So I sell protection and also deal with capital investment. So I'm from Athi River. Okay. I'm here to learn.
Awesome. We can see someone with Britam behind you.
Yeah, that's.
Or is it a screensaver?
That's me. Yeah, it's a screensaver.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Karibu sana, Brenda. Yes. Who else would like to speak? I have only 2 more slots, and then we'll begin. In the chat, I see we have Esther Macharia, Karibu sana, business consultancy and training, currently selling a training of trainers course that will lead to internationally recognized certification. I'm expecting to learn how to fill up my upcoming class. Awesome. Karibu sana, Esther. Jenny from Kitengela. We have Judy from Nairobi, Cero and Natural Beauty, personal care products through blends of nature. Expectations to learn how to double sales. Awesome. That is JM. JM is who? We have quite a number of people. I have only one more slot because now you've taken long. Anyone who would like to speak quickly, unmute and go ahead and introduce yourself. Visibility is key.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, this is, Ayub. Ayub, I remember you. Yes. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Tell
Thank
us
you.
what you said.
Yeah, my name is Ayub. I've already been introduced by Eunice, the name. Yeah, we are a software consulting and development company based in Nairobi and currently in fintech.
Okay, we need to mute Hannah. Hannah, your time will come. Okay, go ahead, Ayub.
Yeah, let me repeat again. My name is Ayub Wambulo. I represent iPower Systems. We are a fintech company, but in addition to that, we also do software consulting and development.
Awesome, awesome. What are you expecting?
I didn't come along today. I have a colleague in the group.
Oh, awesome. Ako wapi? Atusalimia?
Yeah, Jacqueline.
Jackie, you want to say hi?
Hi.
All right, okay. So nice to meet you again here. I think majority of you came to the Sales Fest. This is awesome. Karibuni sana. I'm very happy to see you. All right, so keep typing in the chat. Keep introducing yourself, your name, where you're joining us from, what you sell, because you don't know, your next customer could be here, and what you're expecting. Majority of you have said that you're expecting to learn how to double your sales in 2024. And I will just dive into it and let's see, what is it that we need to do this year differently to be able to double our sales? As promised, we want to finish by latest 8:17, because we're beginning at 7:17. That will be the latest, but we could end earlier. Okay. Kevin, you wanted to speak? Kevin, okay.
Hi, Eunice, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Can you switch on your camera so that we see you?
Sure. Let me do it right away.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you see? Yes, you can see me.
Yes, we can see you now. Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you so much, Eunice. My name is Kevin Otambei. I'm joining in from Timasako in Meru branch, and I expect after this forum, at least I'll have more insight, more so to do with sales and closing business, and definitely get to maneuver around the challenges that we experience while we are doing sales and how to be able to provide solutions. So I really appreciate to be a part of this forum. Thank you so much, and I'm expecting to learn and upgrade my skills as a salesperson. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin, joining us all the way from Meru. That is great. And we believe that you're doing well in Meru.
Yes, we are. However, a few challenges here and there, but we'll definitely get there.
All right. Okay. So all the best. So I'm going to start the session. And today you've all come because you want to double sales in 2024. And today I will, we've already introduced each other, so that is fast. And by the end of the session, you will understand the changing sales landscape. And then I'll give you 3 strategies that you can use to double your sales in 2024. And I will also share, your next steps. That is, how do you start? Where do you start doubling? Because every journey starts with a single step. So we'll be able to know, where do we begin? So just a quick introduction about 20X Entrepreneur. 20X Entrepreneur was started in 2022 as a sales accelerator company. And our goal and our desire, our dream is to help small and medium enterprises achieve extraordinary revenue. Basically, we have a moonshot dream to catalyze aggressive sales culture and propel enterprises to achieve 20 times their current revenue within the next 3 to 5 years. Now, when I mentioned 20 times, today I met a client. I actually just came from a seed. And when I mentioned 20 times, they're like, no, even if we don't do 20, we can do at least 10. You know, it's caring, right? And this reminds me, I don't know how many of you have read the speech by J.F. Kennedy. It was in 1969, when he was presented with 10 ideas on what he would do in a decade. And among all the ideas, he chose to take the man to the moon. And he said that we choose to take the man to the moon, not because it is easy, but because it is so hard that it will force us to organize our resources and to organize ourselves in ways that we can be able to take the man to the moon. So the 20 times dream, that's why we call it the moonshot dream, that it is so hard that it forces you to organize your resources and yourselves in different way, not the way you've been doing it. It has to be a complete change. It has to be a 180 degrees change. That because you can't do the same thing all the time and you expect different results. Therefore, I'm sure you're wondering, how can anyone help me do 20 times? Actually, you do the work, but we help. We are your coach. We walk with you the journey. So how we do this is, number one, we provide you with exceptional sales teams through what we call matchmaking. What does that mean? That we don't just recruit. We actually evaluate candidates and look at you and your business and what you're doing and match you. Okay? Why? Because it's no longer like, Kitambo, the way people would just look for jobs because they need to make money. Things have changed. The world has changed. People are not working for you because they want just because of this, the money you're paying them. They want to connect with a purpose. So what we do is to look for, when you contract us to get you salespeople, we actually, of course, we look at our database, and if we don't have that person, we advertise, and then we interview. We first interview you because we need to understand your business, and then now we interview the salespeople, and then we matchmake you, and then we don't leave you at that. Our recruitment process is such that we don't just drop people to you. We want to help them succeed in your organization. So we have a support mechanism where we hold them so that they succeed. And our aim is, one, they succeed in your organization. And if they can't succeed in your organization, they leave early. Our aim is that within 5 weeks, they leave. Those who cannot succeed in your company, they leave within 5 weeks. And we have put the science behind that, which for those who are interested, you will get to know how we do that. And then we offer transformative training, insightful coaching, and some organizations hire us to manage their sales teams. So we become like your sales manager. So we manage performance, we coach them, and we manage the whole process of sales. And also we offer invaluable resources in terms of books. Some of you have read my book, Sell Me This Pen. We also have another one called Entrepreneurship Hits and Misses. And we also find, if you need the software to help you succeed, we find suitable one for you because they're different for different people. And finally, we support networks through an event we call Sales Fest Africa, like the one we just did on 12th of January. Majority of you are here because you committed to double your sales this year. So you're here to see how, all right? And those who missed, you actually missed a lot. We hold Sales Fest event every second Friday of January, okay? So January 2nd Friday, please mark your diary. It will not change. Even if we haven't announced, just know there will be a Sales Fest on 2nd Friday of January, okay? whatever date it is, just mark your calendar. All right. So that's 20X in a nutshell for you. And the story is, it's not just a dream that came from nowhere. It is built on experience, because we have been able to do that. I personally was able to grow my income 20 times in less than 3 years. So because I have done it, then you can do it. All right. Feel free to type your question or comments in the chat as we progress. Why? Because this is not a monologue. It's a conversation. And I want us to start this conversation by looking at the changing sales landscape. And then this will help you understand why you're finding it very difficult to sell, okay? Because the cheese moved. How many of you have read the book, Who Moved My Cheese? Anyone? Let me see in the chat. Okay, only introductions here. Okay. Now, if you've read that book, then you know what I'm talking about. Who moved my cheese? Actually, nobody moved. It moved itself. All right. Why? The sales, the way we know it, changed. So why you're finding it difficult? Why we are seeing circles coming for, to know how to sell? Why we are finding people in healthcare? Because we are working with people from all industries. Traditionally, you will not find people in healthcare selling. Have you seen what is happening? Have you seen hospitals selling? Anyone? Have you seen that? Have you seen lawyers selling? So even professionals have found themselves beautifully equipped to live in a world that is not existing. Somebody said that in times of change, learners shall inherit the earth, but the learned shall find themselves so beautifully equipped to live in a world that does not exist. That is what has happened. But many of us are very beautifully equipped, but the world changed, all right? So let's just have a look at the traditional sales landscape versus today's landscape. The number one aspect is the interaction mode. Now, and those who sell insurance understand this. We mostly relied on personal relationships and face-to-face meetings. Some of you actually don't believe you can sell a product until you meet the person, physically. Now, today, that has changed. It is something we call digital engagement, remote selling, using digital channels, all right? So it's no longer, face-to-face. And in that engagement, there's something we call content creation. Content is the beginning of all sales. If you have no content, you cannot sell. Why? Because it begins with the content. Once you have the content, now you distribute the content. And after you distribute the content, now you convert the interest into sales revenue. And then after that, now you have operations, sales operations to keep the customers coming for more and more. So things have changed. Number two aspect is the processes. We mostly used manual processes and paperwork. I was there. And with time, I've seen it evolve to what we call automated processes using CRM. CRM means customer relationship management, and sales automation tools. Somebody was asking, is there a future for salespeople? That we shall learn when you come for a course that we are offering on that, okay? The other thing is data analytics. Traditionally, we had limited data and we made decisions based on intuition, and that's when you were talking about convincing. I need to convince my customer. I need to convince him to buy. If you find yourself convincing, let's say you're living in a world that does not exist. Sales is no longer about convincing, okay? So we based on direct feedback, based on the face-to-face interaction. Today, it's extensive use of data for customer insights and predictive analytics. Have you seen any time you have even sometimes thought of something, you see it in the ads that you get on Google. You open your Google and you see an ad that is about what you are thinking about. Anyone who has seen that? Just unmute and tell us. Or you are discussing in your sitting room about a product, and then you go to your Facebook, and guess what? What comes to you? Let's see. Please raise your hand. This is very interactive session. I want to hear you, because I could be living in a world alone, but I want to see whether you're living in the same world with me. Kevin, are you raising your hand? Has anyone experienced that, where you're discussing something or a product, and then you're on your social media and you see an ad about what you are discussing?
Yes, I've seen it, and it's so creepy to me. I find it so creepy. Like, why? Why did I think about something and then suddenly it crops up in my social media ads? Or
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyone
exactly.
else who has seen? Thank you so much.
Hello. Yes,
Yes,
I've
go ahead.
I've also seen.
Uh-huh.
Especially you do realize that in this world we are living in, everyone requires money. So whenever you open YouTube, there are like millions of applications which can be able to advance you money from just your phone. So I've seen it, and it's something which is real, and I acknowledge.
Yes. Now that is the new world we are in. It's called predictive analytics. Okay.
Eunice, even my daughter is saying like she knows it. She's 24, and she say she's hearing what we are going on about, and she's like, yes, it happens. It's and she's like, yes, it's analytical. That's the business.
Yes.
That's where she is at right now.
Yeah. So we have artificial intelligence. All the gadgets you have, they're listening to you. And, people have understood, actually, AI understands your behavior. And so it will just bring what you have been looking for. That's what you have been looking for. Are you seeing how things are changing? All right. Okay. The sales approach. Traditionally, and I get people calling me, Eunice, my people don't know how to pitch. My people need scripts, standardized sales pitches is what we had traditionally. And it was more on product focus. Today, try that and you see how you repel people. It is more personalized. It's more consultative. It is more of value and outcome focused, not product focused. Okay. And that is why you're finding it difficult for you to sell, because you're still here on this side, the left side of my table. And then let's look at the customer engagement. When I started selling life insurance, we were taught to focus on product features and benefits. And I believe most of you are still teaching your salespeople, explain the product features and the benefits. Can I tell you some bad news? Is there anyone still being told to do that? Please raise your hand or type in the chat what please keep typing in the chat what you're hearing, your experiences. Keep writing, okay? Now, when it comes to products, features, and benefits, now let me tell you the bad news, that nobody cares about your products. Nobody cares about what you're talking about. Nobody cares about you. Is that hard? Is that harsh? Is that too harsh? But the truth of the matter is you also don't care about anybody else. You only care about your problems. You care about your challenges. You care about your dreams. You care about your aspirations. You care about your desires. You don't care about your needs, do you? You don't even care about 20X. Anyone who cares about us, please raise your hand. You're not here because you want to help 20X. You're here because you have a need, all right? Is that correct? I really want to see those chats. Somebody need to help. Nobody is typing. Guys, let's make this interactive. And I know sometimes I'm very harsh, but it's the truth. Okay?
I've seen here, Bulwa Kinyili is saying that's correct. There's in, we don't care about each other. It's what's in it for me.
Traditionally, people cared about the features and benefits. Today, they don't. Why? There is so much competing with what you're talking about. Okay, so now today's sales landscape is emphasis on solving the customer problems, meeting their desires, meeting their dreams. That is what the focus is. You see why you can't have a script? That's why it has to be personalized. Let me see what
I'm here. Hannah Hassan Bacha has said, absolutely, I'm here for me. Yes, and that's a fact.
True.
I think, yeah. And let's be honest, we need to be honest, we need to be authentic.
Yeah. All right. So market reach. Now, we were limited geographically. If you're selling insurance in Nairobi, you had to sell insurance in Nairobi. If you're selling your software, you had to sell in Nairobi. Mutebei, you're in Meru, it meant that you just have members in Meru. But today, that's not the truth. You have no limitation. Or can I be a member of Stima Sacco when I'm in Nairobi and you're in Meru, Kevin?
Yes, you can. Definitely you can. No matter where you are. Nowadays, things have gone digital.
Yes.
And you can join through any form, through email. As long as I have the right documentation, I can be able to onboard you. Not necessarily that you must be in Meru.
Exactly. So we are no longer limited by geography. Okay. So now it is different. It is, you can actually build your business while in Kenya or in somewhere in Kisumu or somewhere in my village, build a multi-million business without necessarily going out. Why? There's no geographical limitations. And let's look at the marketing and sales techniques. Traditionally, and even when I joined, insurance, I was taught cold calling, direct mail, advertising on TV, on radio. And today, it's what we are calling content marketing. Basically, today, people will only buy if they know you, they like you, and they trust you. The cold calling still works. The traditional way still works, but it's not scalable. Okay, that's a challenge. And even if you're going to scale it, it will take a lot of your effort and resources. Okay, so now we are talking about content marketing. We're talking about search engine optimization. We're talking about social media. We're talking about inbound strategies. Inbound means whereby people call you, not you call them. You have done such an amazing job in the content. Remember, today's sales starts with content. Now, when you talk about content, it is anything that people hear, anything that people see, anything that people, watch about you. That's content. Now, sales starts from content. It doesn't start from the calls you make. It starts from the content you've been creating. And then after that, it goes to you distributing the content. Now, once you distribute, then people start calling inbound. Now, let me just give you a simple example. You have called in. We created content. You saw it. You signed up. All right? Is that correct? That is called inbound. And it's also what we call attraction selling. So we have moved from pushing to pulling. Now, anyone who wants to comment on why do you think you're not making the sales? Why do you think there is a struggle? Let me just stop sharing so that I hear from you. Okay. Yeah, talk to me. I've given you the traditional and current, just your own experience. What have you observed? Just raise your hand or just unmute yourself and speak. I'm tempted to call people. I'm seeing Caroline Mugera. Caro. Caro Mugera, do you want to speak? Shiko, Joroge, tell us, what is your experience? Aha, I see Lily's here.
I can speak.
Go ahead. Did you say you can speak? Please speak.
Okay. Well, my experience, I guess now between the traditional, because me, I do services. So I do garbage collection. So my experience, for us guys, this, I just identify the need. You need your garbage collected, and I can offer you now what it is competing up based on the price.
Yeah. You're competing based on price.
Yeah, because
maybe
now
you need to find something else so that you stop competing on price. You find because these days it's not about, it's about more value. What is it that is unique about your business, about your garbage collection, that is so unique? You know, what is this that you do differently apart from price? Because I find price a very difficult conversation. I normally call it the road to the bottom. All of you are competing. Naenda uko chini. Nobody is going up actually. You're all running.
Yeah, what we've started doing recently is that we're trying to, you know, also because we are recycling, so what we get from your kitchen waste, we're making it to compost. So we're trying to, you know, like if I'm helping the environment, but yeah, I can also sell you the compost for your kitchen garden at a reasonable price once we process the compost.
Awesome. You can see you're adapting to the new way of selling. So selling now is not trying to convince people. It is different. It is solving their challenges. It's helping them achieve their goals. Anyone else would like to comment on how have you seen the landscape change from the traditional to now?
Okay, this is Chiko Njoroge.
Hi, Chiko.
Hi. We do interior design. So I would say for a very long time, we have primarily relied on referrals. Let me say we've been very lucky that our work has been on referrals, but I think the landscape has changed quite a bit, especially for our kind of work, because most people want to see the visuals, you know, beyond probably what they saw with their friends. So I would say in as much as referral, yes, it will bring business, but it's not, I would say, scalable per se as a means of growing our business. It's not scalable. I guess we have to do more than that. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's the way things are shifting. And so many people have been wondering, you know, we used to sell, where are we struggling? Yes, that's the reason why there's a struggle. There's so much information about our products. Today, I don't have to leave my house to shop. I just need to go online. I will shop. I'll even compare the prices. I will compare the qualities before I move out of the house, or I can even order. These days, they're even bringing clothes to the house, you know? So that is how things are changing. So let me give you 3 strategies, you know, that you can utilize to do this. I mean, to double your sales. Just a minute. Okay. So the strategy number 1, you see, you cannot, the Bible says that where there is no vision, people perish. Is that correct, Christians in the room? I don't know what the Quran says, but I'm sure it says something about that. Anyone who knows what the Quran says about vision? The Bible says where there's no vision, people perish. And it begins with your vision. How big do you want to grow? For us, we normally, I mean, our dream for you is 20 times. But as I told you, I was somewhere with a client who is really even scared to mention 20 times. And he said, even if we don't do 20 times, we can do 10 times, okay? So you need a compelling vision and that is so clear on where do you want to go. Now, the beauty of knowing where you want to go is you can get help. Now, the problem is many customers who call us, you call us, but you don't have a vision. So you are hoping, you know, you're living on hope. Your strategy is hope. And we say in sales strategy, I mean, hope is not a strategy, okay? So you need a big vision. This vision needs to be very meaningful to you. What do I mean by that? It is not because I am doing it that you do it. And that's why we allow, if you think 20 times is so big and it can be done, it's okay. Do you want 2 times? Like majority of you want to double this year, okay? So make it meaningful. Why do you want to double this year? Why is it so important to you? I hope you have a pen and a paper and you're writing this. I want you guys to write, why is this so important to you? Why is doubling sales this year important? What will it feel when you do it? Okay, please write down, because when you call us, we want to know your vision as before we embark on trying to help you. Somebody called me today and he like, and I asked, okay, so how much have you been selling? And they were like, I didn't know it's an interview. and my response is, there's no way I can help you if I don't know your business. And that's why sometimes you find us very interrogative, not because we want to do anything with that information. We just want to know, is it possible to help you? Are you, is the pain you have one we can solve? Because many times you come to us telling us, what work was sales hawauzi. But that's a symptom. There's a reason why they're not selling. Maybe they don't know your vision. They don't know where you're going. Okay? Share that with others. You can share with your staff. You can share with, your business associates. The power of sharing the vision with others is that, you see, you've made a commitment to you. And now when you tell them, now you know if you're a person of your word, and which I believe all of you are, you will not want not to do it. Why? Because you'll have broken your own promise to yourself. So you need to keep yourself in check. Share it. Let people know what you're planning to do. Okay? And then stay in touch with your vision. Don't lose touch with it. And when you don't keep at it. You don't keep thinking about it so hard until it starts disabling you. It should be like what Habakkuk was told. Write the vision, write it in big letters, write it such that when someone is running, they can read it. And he was told, though it lingers, wait for it. It will surely come. So once you have created that vision, when you have written the big number, please write it down, that big number. Once you've written it down, leave it there, okay? And now start connect that vision with daily actions. Only focus on the daily actions that leads you to the vision. Your work is not to keep wondering, oh my God, are we doubling? Are we going to double? No, your work is to write it big, and then we will help you break it down into daily actions. And when there are daily actions, you only focus on daily actions. Why? So long as you do the little things that you do every day, you will surely get there. As a mountaineer, having hiked those peaks, the big peaks in Africa, one thing I've learned in the mountain is that it is just little steps that matter. Just keep moving, just make that step one step at a time, and you will get there. So write that big vision. Have you written? Please type in the chat if you have written your big vision for this year, whether it is going to be. Now, don't write ×2. Write the number. If you are doing 10 million per month, or if you did, 10 million last year, put 20 million. Don't put ×2. ×2, your brain can't comprehend ×2, but it can comprehend 20 million. Okay? Be very intentional about it. That's strategy number one. Now you're wondering, is that really a strategy? Yes, it is. And when you share this with your staff, again, you cascade it. Okay? The strategy number 2 that I'm going to share is, as I have shown you that traditionally we used to focus on features and benefits. The focus was more on know your product, know the product features. Today, it is different. It's know your customer. Because if you do not know your customer, then you cannot sell anything to them. You need to know who is your best customer, your most valuable customer. MVC means most valuable customer. Who are these? Now, when I talk about your customer, I'm talking about you need to look in your database, or if you have not started, is to find who do I really want to serve. And by the way, you need to love the customer that you want to serve. As much as we're here to make money, you want to also make money with people that you love, customers that you love, customer segments that you love. And when we are doing the segmentation exercise, I like to ask, do you really like this customer? Yeah, because you need to like the customer. Don't serve people you don't like. And this is not to say, dismiss customers and say, I don't like you. It is just to segment and say, I'm focusing on women who are raising teenagers. You need to be very clear. And they are maybe in the city, Nairobi. And what is their pain? You need to know what is this that is a big challenge to these women raising teenagers and they are working. Okay, so identify them and segment them. And you can have as many segments as you can. But I would like you to focus on 3 for this year, 3 segments. Okay, so be clear on who they are. You can write the 10 of them, rate them, see the one that will give you the highest value and the one you like most. And then, now do not say you like a customer who doesn't pay. Why do you like them? You can't serve people who are not paying you. You're in business, okay? So rate them, take the top 3 and focus on those 3 for this year only, and you will double. Now, if you want more on, us to take your team through the customer segmentation so that you nail and see who exactly should we be serving, please invite us so that we can take you through that. It's actually a whole 6 hours exercise to be able to nail the customer, their pain points, their desires, and their aspirations, right? And number 3, strategy number 3, quit. The only day I'm telling you to quit. What are you quitting from? Quit excuses. The biggest thing I've seen with entrepreneurs and salespeople is excuses. Oh my God, excuses. You always have an excuse for things not to be done. No, I cannot train my salespeople because I'll train them and they go. Okay. Now, if you don't train them, they're going to stay and they will eat your retainer until you're the one to be frustrated. And you know what? They will find another job. I cannot let this one go because, they massage my ego. So excuses after excuses, please quit those ones. Right? I cannot pay a training for myself because I don't have time. So you have time for what? You want to double sales? Please quit excuses. Quit lying. Now, when I talk about lying, you may not be lying to other people, but we lie to ourselves. Oh my goodness, we are very good liars to ourselves. Whereby you tell yourself, this year, I am going to lose 10 kgs, for example. I'm just giving an example. And you know that you have even no commitment to it. You have not even started looking at the amount of food you eat. You've not even started walking. That is lying to yourself. And that's the biggest lie you can do. And you say character is developed when you keep your own promises to yourself. When you keep the commitments you've made to yourself, you develop character. Now, when you keep promises to others, when you keep commitments to others, you develop relationships, okay? And then quit distractions. The other thing about entrepreneurs, we want to do everything. Why? God created us with brilliant mind. Like now, today, I've come from Ukomasi. The ideas I have in this head, you feel like now because I was meeting a manufacturer, I want to start manufacturing. You get? So we call them the shiny object. So you're always finding new things to do all the time. So please stick to the narrow and focus on one at a time. If you want to double, let's look at what is this product that people really want and they can pay you for it, and just focus for only this 1 year, and let's see if you don't double your revenue. And this is not something, don't do it alone. Call us. Let's help you do this. All right. And a bonus strategy is you keep learning. We actually, if you stop learning, you die. Yeah. The day you stop learning, then is the day you stop growing. And you cannot grow if you're not learning. Okay. Any questions up to that point? Any comments? Any bulb moments, light bulb moments that are coming up? Let me see. I want to stop sharing so that I see. Okay, just raise your hand. Any comments? Some, light bulb moment that has happened, or some ideas that are coming up, or some lessons you're learning? Please type in the chat as we continue. As I promised, by 8:17, you'll be out of here. Now 7:56. All right. I haven't seen anyone.
May I speak?
Okay. Yes, please, go ahead. Hannah?
Thank you so much. Yeah, the three strategies that you've given me, I think the one that have struck me most, the two of them, where you're saying, of course, the mind is not able to absorb 2 times or 3 times. Now, really putting down exactly how much or what I want to do. I'm a financial advisor certified with ICA Lion, and I'm also a sales team leader. So on the 2 lines. So the other one that really struck me is, writing down the 10 and then picking out on 3. I feel I have quite an assignment to do tonight, so that I really narrow down on this, and even as I try to reach out to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hannah. Yes. Thank you, Hannah.
I like what Hannah has said, because that is one of the things that also struck me, because it also scared me when I actually wrote that figure down as an annual figure. It looks so huge, and I'm like, wait, all right. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. So I guess have to dig in.
Yep. And break it down to monthly, to weekly, to daily. Yes.
Okay.
Because you can't, that figure is very good. And as Habakkuk was told, I know those who read the Bible, it's in Habakkuk chapter 2. That was a lot of conversation before then. And he was told, write this vision, write it in big letters. And then God knew it doesn't just happen. So it might delay, but wait for it to surely come. What for me, I learned from that is that you write that big figure, break it down into daily action. Now, leave that figure up there. It's good for there, where people can read, whether it's in the office, wherever. But you focus on today. Why? Life is lived in the moment. The moment you find yourself stressed and getting burnout is because you're not living. And you can't live if you're trying to live 2 days at a time. You can only live by living 1 day at a time. We say, take care of the hours, take care of the minutes, and the years will take care of themselves. The months will take care of themselves. Just make sure that every hour, every day, you're doing you're walking towards the steps to where you should be. Thank you, Shiko, for that. Sante sana. Let's look at what next. And if you have something else, please type in the chat. I'll definitely read. So what next? I want to give you an exercise. I want you to evaluate yourself. And in 20X, as I told you, sales is a science. And we build on a blueprint. We have a 20X blueprint. So we don't just wake up and stroll into the double or the 3 times or the 10 times. It is work. okay? And the blueprint is, it's like building a house. You start with digging the foundation, and then after that, you build the foundation. Then you do backfilling. And after backfilling, you do what? The slab. And then after the slab, you start putting up the walls. And then after the walls, now you can roof. It's the same with your revenue growth. And most of you are here, and you're in different stages. Now, our first stage, that is our foundation stage, is people in the spark stage. The spark means that, yes, there's some spark. You sold a few things, or the business is new, but people are saying you have a good product, okay? But you haven't even sold, or you're selling below 250K per month. Then you're in the spark stage. Anyone selling below 250,000 shillings per month, basically if this is your revenue, you are at the spark stage. And if you're between 250K to 500K, you're in the push stage. The push stage is whereby, actually sales are happening, and we just need to fix a few things and be able to grow this. Okay, that's the push stage. Now unfortunately, you can't jump stages. You can only grow into stages. That's why I put it in a staircase. So you move from one stair to the next. And then there are those who are in the scale stage. These are people who are, selling between 500,000 to 1 million per month. Basically, ideally, it means you're doing like 12 million in a year. You are in a stage where you need to scale. Now, what is this that, you'd need to do at any of this stage? When it comes to scaling, it means you need to put processes, the system in place to enable you to scale. Now, that enabling to scale so that you go to the break-free stage. This is where the dream of every entrepreneur, this is where the systems are working, people are working, and you can go for holiday for 3 months and find your business better than you left it. Anyone in this team who can actually go away for 3 months and find the business better than you left it, please raise your hand. Because then you're in the break-free stage, whereby the business does not depend on you to bring the high income. Anyone? Okay, I don't want you to tell me which stage you are in, but write in that paper, which stage are you in? Are you at the spark stage? Spark means that it's either a new business or you've been there, just struggling there. Unauza leo, unauza, high, then it goes down, you're just there, but you've never gone beyond 250K per month. Push means, you have actually gotten quite some traction. You're making some money. The challenge is you've stagnated there. You're not growing. Uko tu hapo, push. Okay. Again, write down there. If you're at the scale stage, it means now, yes, you're making money, but you need to now tighten the processes, the systems in place. Okay, please write which stage you are in. After you write, just type in the chat that, yes, I know my stage. Just put in the chat. I know where I am. Oh, we have one. We have Julia. Julia, would you want to share this story? Julia, do you want to share? Julia is one.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, Julia. Share with us.
Thank you. I'm in this stage, the break-free stage. But I feel like there's something I just need to do right. I don't know. There is something I need to do right.
Okay.
For me to be able to go for holiday for 3 months. Either I'm scared of because I've not tried it. But I always feel there's something I just need to do.
Okay.
I just need to find out exactly what, for me to be completely break-free. Yeah.
Awesome. I'll show you what you need to do.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
so thank you so much. I believe all of you know the stage you are in. And now let's go to, depending on what stage you are, and we'll start with the spark stage. If you are at the spark stage, I highly recommend that you join our 5-day sales challenge. Okay? After the 5-day sales challenge, you will go to the 21 days. This is your path. You go to the 21 day sales challenge. What is it that we are doing at the 5 days? I'll tell you after this. Okay? And then you join the 21 day sales challenge. And then after that, you go to the 12-week sales accelerator. Why have we drawn this path this way? Because we want to grow you from the spark to the push stage. Okay? You move from the 250K to $500,000 stage. Now, this is a period of how many months? About 4 months. Okay? So our dream for you is that in 4 months, you're able to move from spark to push. Okay? Now, if you're in the push stage, you start with the 12-week sales accelerator, because for you, now it is time for you to push harder. Now, this is 12 weeks where we're meeting you once a week, and we're not meeting to discuss theories. We're meeting for action. You promised you're going to do 1, 2, 3. It is not done. Why? So basically, I become your boss. If you don't like me, you can't, it may not work. But yes, we meet once a week, and it is results driven. Now, again, I'll share what is covered in those topics. Then after that, you go to the leaders mastermind, because when you are from the push, you will definitely now be able, this is 3 months. After 3 to 4 months, you should be able to now move to the scale stage. Now, at the scale stage, you need to be, you go to the leaders mastermind. This is a course where it's a reserve for business leaders, that is owners and sales leaders. Why? Because this is where we start setting systems. We start helping you craft a strategy that will take you to the scale stage. Setting you up to the next stage. And then after that, we focus on the people and systems, because you can't do it alone. You cannot scale alone, okay? Now, if you are at the scale stage, is it scale? Yes. If you are at the scale stage, it means you want to move to the break-free stage. Again, you start with the leaders mastermind. Here we look at we craft a sales strategy, sales and marketing strategy. We actually start setting sales processes that when people come, they are going to do the things the same way, so that your company has a science, how you do things, and it is unique for different business. So that's the leaders master. And then after that, then we will focus on the people. You will need to hire people. You will need to implement systems. Why? Because you want to go to the break-free stage where you can live for not even 3, even 6 months. You can go and come back and find the business is doing even better, because now you're a board member. Okay. And then after that, we'll focus on your team leaders, and we train them and coach them, the team leaders. Now, if you're in the break-free stage, like Julia. So Julia, we need to look at your people and the system before you go for the holiday. I know you want to go for the 3 months. You need to evaluate. Do you have the right people in the right places to move your business? Okay. And then after that, we will, depending on where they are at, we will need to train and coach your leaders. And after that is succession planning. Yeah, because you don't have to kill yourself in the business. We want you to be a board member, Julia. Okay, that's the break-free stage. So all this is a path for different people, and that's why you need to call us so that we take you through, we understand. So when you see us asking you many questions, it's because we want to know at what stage are you at and how can we help you. As I promised, I will tell you what is covered. In the 5-day sales challenge, and I actually have an offer today. On day one, we focus on knowing your customer. On day two, we focus on, wait, okay. Yeah, so I'm told this is starting actually tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Huh? Is it correct, Faith? No, at 7 a.m., sorry. Yeah, for the next 5
Should be
days.
7 a.m.
Yeah, 7 a.m. So basically, the 5 days challenge is to give you a foundation on your sales. So starting with your vision, breaking it down into, to daily actions, and actually only working on the things that you have control over. You see, you don't have control of everything. You don't have control of your outcome, but you have control of your thoughts and your actions. So we focus on what are the actions that you need to do daily. And you report to us every day. So next 5 days is going to be that moment where you test, you build a foundation for your business. And then we have the 12-week sales accelerator, which is starting on 5th of February.
5th of February.
Yes. So I have an offer for those who will pay tonight between now and tomorrow 6:30 a.m. because the class is starting at 7. This course goes for 5,000 shillings. We will offer you today only 4,500. Okay. So make sure you look for Faith after this. Faith, you can leave your contact there. Now for the 12 weeks, again, I'll give an offer for those who will pay by 31st of January. It goes for 60K, but we'll offer it at 55,000 for people who will pay up to 31st of December. Now, this is where we focus on the real sales growth, 12 weeks. We focus on that, starting with first knowing who you are, you yourself, your selling personality, because it's very important. It influences how you do everything. And then we look at who is your customer. Again, we segment them. And then we look at where is your vision? What is your vision? And then now we start focusing on your personal brand. Remember what we said, sales has changed. It's more of, creating content. So we focus on how do you build a personal brand? And then after that, we'll also train you on how to create content using AI. Somebody said that they want to be consistent in creating content. We will help you do that because you will do it, okay? And then on week 6, we look at your webinar selling, and you're going to do the same. How do you use webinar instead of going door to door? How can you use webinars to sell? Week 7, email marketing. How do you distribute your content through email? And then leads generation, sales pitch mastery. How do you pitch for different customers all online? Handling objections, closing the deal, and graduation. That's the 12 weeks. And then for those who are in the scale stage, you need to join the Leaders Mastermind. This course goes for 80,000. For those who will pay up or make a commitment by 31st of January to be at 75,000, all right? So Leaders Mastermind is looking at your business model. Okay, is it scalable? Because we can't do 20 times if you're doing a lifestyle kabiashara, okay? Then we look at your strategy, sales and marketing strategy. Then we look at the sales generation machine, a system that will generate sales even when you're not there, Julia, okay? And it will keep generating more and more consistently and predictably, and it can keep growing. And then how do you evaluate whether the systems are working and the people are working? So that brings us to the end of our session. Thank you very much. And let me see your comments. Let me see your comments. All right, it's 8:14. We have 3 minutes and I can get your comments. And before you even comment, how many of you have found this session valuable? Please type in the chat whether you found it valuable to you. And then number 2, those who are in the Spark stage, I don't know whether Faith has put her number. Please call Faith. We are starting the class tomorrow at 7 a.m. So we'll be here. Okay, yes, we'll share the recording, Julia.
Yes, my number is on the chat.
Yeah. So the page number is 0708 756 221. You can chat her on WhatsApp tonight and, you know, discuss, see how you can get in class tomorrow. All right. So thank you very much. I see comments here. Modoni says very insightful and valuable. Jane Juma, very informative. Okay. Oh, yes. So, and then the other question I would ask you, how many of you want us to, you know, to get in touch with them regarding the different, depending on what stages you are. You can just type in their chat if you want us to, or, you know, to give you a call or to have a session with you and your team, just type in the chat. Thank you, Linda. Yes, thank you so much. Found the session very valuable and informative. Julia would like to be called. Hannah, please take note, Faith, so that we can get in touch tomorrow. Yeah. So thank you very much, good people. Have a good night. See you next time. Let's keep selling. And the goal is to double, but it requires work. And we are here to support you to double. All right. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Hope you're still checking my your neighbor.